Hey, what's up guys, it's AndreOth here, bringing you guys another video. And in this video I'm going to show you guys how I made a simple drill Loski type beat. Let's get into it. And yes guys, we have to mention the elephant in the room. Where have I been? It's been 4 months. I haven't had a video out since late March. It's now August, so it's been like 4 whole months since I've uploaded a video. And I can only apologize for that, guys. I did get like a full-time job and that just took up so much of my time. It was just hard to find time to film, man, but we're back. I'm ready to get back to the usual schedule of doing like 3 videos a week, so I'm back and it feels good to be back. But anyways guys, let's get to the beat, right? So we started the beat off with a sample. So I found this sample on Splice. It was like this piano keys kind of sample. It had that kind of drill kind of mode to it, that drill kind of sound, that drill kind of vibe to it, and I liked it. It actually sounded like this. But I wanted it to sound a little bit more dark, a little bit more gritty, and a little bit more drill. So the easiest way to do that is to literally just half speed it. So that's what I did. I just half speeded the sample. I actually turned the pitch down as well, just to make it sound more dark. And that's literally all you have to do with a drill beat. Like if you just get like a piano sample, you just half beat it, that shit will sound hard on a drill beat. So that's what I did, and it ended up sounding like this. So yeah guys, and after that we then moved on to the hi-hats, and this is really important with the drill beat. The hi-hats is really what kind of adds that tempo, it adds that extra layer to the drill beat, it adds that bounce, and it just allows everything to kind of fit seamlessly. It allows the snares and the kicks and stuff like that to fit seamlessly. So actually what I did was I found this hi-hat pattern, just this loop on Splice. I think it was from the same pack, but I just found this really nice hi-hat pattern that had nice little kind of hi-hat glitches and hi-hat rolls and stuff like that, and it just sounded really good. I just liked it, so I just put that into Logic. I ended up liking how it sounded, and it ended up sounding like this. And everything together should sound like this. Alright guys, so the next thing that I added to the beat was some snares. So I wanted to find some trappy, sharp sounding snares, because that's what you really need in a drill beat. You need a nice, short, hard hitting, cutting, this very sharp sounding snare. So I found this snare, I just found it from a random pack in Splice. I dragged it into Logic. What I did after that, I then EQ'd it, just because I wanted the highs to hit a little bit more, just to have that sharper kind of sound. So it just sounded a little bit more crispy. I took out some of the lower end as well. I'm not really sure why a snare has that much low end, but I did take out the low end as well. And yeah, I really liked how the snare sounded. I came up with this very simple drill snare pattern that you will hear in a lot of drill beats. So this is just a standard drill snare pattern. So if you're new to the whole drill thing, I recommend using this pattern. And yeah, it ended up just sounding like this. And when you hear that with everything else, everything should sound like this. Then after that, I then moved on to the kicks, and the kicks are very important because the kicks in a drill beat need to be hitting. They need to be hard hitting, they need to be heavy. There can't be any of these light kicks that sometimes you use in trap beats. They need to be heavy, because a lot of the kicks in a drill beat is very minimal. You know, they don't really hit as often as like a trap beat. They're very minimal but very effective, and they normally hit with the bass. So you want the kicks to be slapping. If the kicks aren't really hard hitting, you can EQ it, but luckily I found this kick that just sounds hard hitting anyway, so I didn't really have to EQ it. So I just dragged it into Logic. I didn't even add anything to it because I just liked how it sounded. But yeah, I just came up with this very simple drill kind of bouncy kick pattern. Again, very simple and very to the point, but that's what you need with the drill. You need the kicks to be simple but effective, and that's kind of what adds to the kind of bounce and that drill kind of tempo. So I just came up with this very simple drill pattern. If you're new to making drill beats, I would recommend using a pattern like this because it's a standard pattern that they use in a lot of drill beats. But anyway, it just ended up sounding like this. And then we had that played with the rest of the beat. The whole beat should sound like this. And yeah guys, the last part of the beat is normally the most important part of the beat, especially when it comes to drill, and that was the 808s. So I found these 808s, I think I actually got it from Wonder Girl's Splice pack. It was one of the basses that she had in there. It was one of the 808s that she had in there, and I actually really liked it. I thought it just sounded perfect, very hard hitting, and it sounded very just appropriate for a drill beat. So I had to use this bass. I put it in EXS24 just so I can do the bass guides and stuff like that. So I dragged it into there, it sounded perfect. I then put some settings on EXS24. I really hate saying that shit, but yeah, I just put some settings on it that just made it, it just allowed the bass to be glidable, you know what I mean? So you can have the bass glides, and obviously when it comes to a drill beat, the bass glides are very important. But the bass glides I did with this beat was quite simple, but again effective. I didn't want to do too much just because the beat was quite simple. I was going for that simplistic kind of vibe with the beat, but yeah, I had to add some bass glides in there as well. So yeah, after that it was pretty much done. I just came up with a nice little drill bass line that went perfectly with the main melody. And yeah, in order to make your bass glides and stuff, you need to have it on legato, and you need to have these settings on the screen right now, and that will allow your bass to be glidable. And yeah, the 808s just ended up sounding like this. And then when you have everything played all together, the whole beat should come together like this. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. That was every single component that made up this beat, and that was the whole process that went into making this beat. The only thing I did after that was mix the beat, and obviously I did that off camera because that can be quite boring and tedious to watch, but that's the only thing I did after making that beat. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did like the video though, please click the like button down below and subscribe for more, because I have way more videos like this coming out every single week. And if you guys want to get 10 free beats, there's a link in the description that you can click that will give you guys 10 free beats. They come with MP3s, waves, trackouts, and an unlimited license, so check that out in the description down below. And if you guys want, you can follow me on Twitter and you can follow me on Instagram for all the latest updates, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. We back, baby. We back.